The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to Nippert Stadium, one of the grand old cathedrals in the sport and home to the Cincinnati Bearcats. As we'll see, the number 8 team in the country, the Missouri Tigers, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Cincinnati Bearcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Missouri ready to kick off to get us underway. So Cincinnati's offense will take the field first. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, though, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. The give from the gun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and hand him the ball.
Quarterback adapting. He's going to be a little bit short of that first down marker, and this defense did a tremendous job not to lose contain on the scramble. Hunt is in the air on 4th down. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. The Tigers' offense has its first opportunity of the day. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Finds his man. It's Terry. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Tigers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming. Now this offense tries to figure out a way to move the chains after the second down misfire. Trying to seal the edge on the right. A big play. Gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. And the Tigers will snap it on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his big tight end. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. The Tigers look to keep this drive humming. He's got him. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
And they'll stop him inside the 5, but the defense is backed up in the shadow of its own goalpost. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Missouri!
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score, and they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They already have the lead, and they're trying to build it here in the 1st quarter with an onside kick. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Anderson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. They'll leave it with him. That may not look like a huge run, but they'll take it as it gets them up to the 24. The Bearcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Off play action. Bringing the heat. Stands in and takes the hit. Makes the grab right down the middle. There he goes down the right side. Touchdown, Bearcats. He got a step and just dusted the field.
Nice job by the quarterback. He drops back. He knows where he's going with the football. You can tell. He sees this guy coming from left to right, running that post down the middle of the field, throws it. Perfect timing to his receiver. He catches the football, takes it into the end zone.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And they tacked on the extra point. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers. Iron sharpens iron, and you just know a top 15 matchup like this is going to go a long way in telling the story of each of these teams' seasons.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. So now it's 2nd and long. Might be calling a hot route. Caught near the sticks. It's Green. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Leaves it with the running back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
The Tigers can really attack on this 2nd and short. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
And there's so much for a quarterback to think about. Stick it out in the belly. Do I pull it? Now when I pull it, I got to get my feet set, make an accurate throw to the right guy. So a lot of things going on, and I think that you saw that led to a little bit of inaccuracy.
Caught over the middle. It's Clark. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Got a man. It's Clark. Look out, he's got room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Love the thought process by the quarterback here on this play. Nobody open in the end zone. Find your check down. Find the running back. He does that, and once this guy's got the ball in his hands, he shows you that elusiveness and his ability to sniff out the end zone.
And the point after is good. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back looking for help. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score, already down 14-7. Punches ahead, they'll give him a yard to the 13.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
They'll send the back in motion. To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
It's very early in the college football season, but this coaching staff has to be very pleased by what they've seen from their quarterback. He's making real good decisions, and he's been accurate. That was his 100th completion early this year.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Johnson. And he has run out of bounds as they go backwards there and just avoided the contact. And the Bearcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. He'll keep it himself. Nice move there. And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football, that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the...
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
And how about the defense getting home with the pass rush? Playing man coverage in the back end. You need to win up front. Those guys got to get to the quarterback. Do a great job rushing the passer. I can play man when I got a pass rush like that.
Punt is on its way. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. The give to the lone running back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. On the run, fires downfield. Oh, goes right through his hands, and he will think about that one for a while. It'll be 3rd down.
Sometimes it takes quarterbacks a few plays to really get into the rhythm of the game and not force things. I think the quarterback that time was really trying to force the ball to his wide receiver, but against man coverage, there were other guys on that play that were open that could have had a chance. So this quarterback just needs to settle down a little bit. He won't be thrown.
And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Defense on skates that time. They finally drag him down at the 42. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Unloads to the wideout. Grabbed in the middle. It's Anderson. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. He leaves it with his back. Picks up the first down, still moving. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
How about that for efficiency if you're on this offense right now? 3 plays, 3 first downs. They get that one running the football. Great vision and open field running ability. Everything they're doing right now is working. This play caller is in a rhythm.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter.
He's brought down at the 8-yard line. Second down coming up.
Okay, ready? We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Sends it back in motion. Back to pass. Got it behind the line. It's Simmons. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Got it! Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a first and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A first down run on the doorstep. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Barges ahead. And he fights his way forward, gets away from one, but not much doing on that one.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on fourth down. The distance is no problem, but this angle from the left can test you. Never a doubt. That'll bring him to within 4.
And this guy has been a machine all season long. He is absolutely automatic. You know you're getting 3 points when this guy jogs on the field.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. They're working that left side. We've seen this from this sophomore. So dangerous after he makes the grab. An explosive play to start the drive, and they'll try to keep the D on its heels. Looking to throw on first down. Got it in the middle, it's Terry. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
How about that? The dying breed of the tackling cornerback. You don't see those anymore. Everybody wants to be great in coverage. Everybody wants to get picks. But how many corners really want to get their face in the fan and make tackles? Nice job by that play.
And the Tigers come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. On third and short, they'll go to the power running game. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Motion from the back. To the air on first down. Fires to the wideout. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
And I tell you what, we've kind of gotten to the point where we expect QBs to be robots and just never to miss and always put it right on the face mask or right on the numbers.
Breaks into the open. Got enough space. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers.
Number 20.
Anytime you've got a successful run play on the ground, you've got to have great blocking up front. The offensive line, receivers, everybody doing their job, and that helped lead to the home run.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Fellas, we don't get a ton of top 5 matchups, so let's check out how today's Rumble played out. Oregon overcame a tough opponent, and not only that, a raucous crowd. The Ducks tuned out all the noise and showed this team can win on its field, your field, or a neutral field. Well done. This could well be the biggest game we see all regular season, and this outcome promises to be a real talking point.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. Fielded in the end zone. It's Anderson. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, Dave.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that young man getting in the backfield again? He's really got his fingerprints all over this game so far to start it, man. We're still in the first half, and he's got a sack. He's got a tackle for a loss. These are the kind of plays that really help your defense push these offenses behind the sticks.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
From the gun, the ground game. At the 35, he's loose. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line. And the Bearcats are on the move. Try to get the edge with a quick touch pass. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
Got it in the middle, it's Simmons. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield. But how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll run play action. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
It'll be third and long. Wants to throw again. They've got the screen set up. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Hunt is on its way. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. He stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Clark. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. 3rd down conversion's always a huge stat. They've got a 3rd and long from the 27. From the gun, wants to pass. Gonna take a shot. Picked off. And he will step out of bounds, but what a play. The ball back for his offense.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
Rides the back on the option, the give.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
They boot it away. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Madison. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Holding.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense gets set for 2nd down. Looking to fire. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Rushes on him. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
Missouri will have to send out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Probably hope for a little bit more on that one. It'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important, down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. So you got to call your best stuff in this 2-minute situation.
And such a good opportunity to cut it to a 1-score game, create that momentum, get some good juices going for the second half, because obviously, you built yourself a little bit of a deficit. You need some good things to happen, and it needs to happen on this possession.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down.
42 Spider. 42 Spider.
After the incompletion, they go back up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
And they've been waiting for something good to happen with respect to getting after the quarterback, right? They're outside of the top 100 in the country in sacks per game, but finally now you see they're generating this pass rush. 3 sacks on the game so far.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They'll mark him out of bounds at about the 29-yard line. That play didn't have much of a chance to get the first down. Good job by the defense keeping everything in front.
Great job keeping everything in front, and most importantly, making the tackles. Dropping back deep, knowing he's 3rd and long, but I got to get the guy on the ground and rally to the football. Nice job by the defense.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. They'll start this drive going to the air. With the catch, it's Terry. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Grab near the marker. It's Terry. He stopped at the 32. It'll be a first down in the waning seconds of the half.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. Going to take a shot on 2nd and short. Caught close to the marker. It's Bernard. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. We'll repeat the previous down, but this time the offense has 10 more yards it has to cover. Line gets set, first down. Here's the handoff. And he's knocked down. The offense burns its third and final timeout of the half. They'd love nothing better than to add a 3-ball here before the break. Didn't make him sweat at all. It's good. And that lead grows even bigger. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Boys, you never quite know what to expect there in Cincinnati, and we've had a lively first half. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. And with that, let's send it back to the guys inside the home of Bearcats football since 1902.
He'll put total leather and get this second half started. He'll start the return inside his 5. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more.
Turning it on! Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
Missouri has it ready to go with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
That's what I'm talking about. That is how you close. And when a guy's going to make a catch, you make sure he doesn't make it. Physicality, using your pads, running through them. And guess what? Not only this play does he feel it, next time he tries to go over the middle or feels footsteps, this will pay dividends.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands. You saw it on that last play.
The Tigers are at the line looking to convert on third and short. On third and short, just trying to get enough for the first down. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up fourth down.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, to heck with being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a chip shot field goal with where they were on that fourth down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play uptight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
On the ground. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. Here comes the Cincinnati offense back on the field.
Low man wins. Defense that time on fourth down was expecting run, and you saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
And listen, it's tough. It's a tough proposition. This is the top 10 defense against the run. You know they're physical. You know who they are. But you're not going to bat an eye. And you're going to challenge your guys, especially in the red zone, to be more physical, to be able to continue to run the football against a really good defense.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
This is a top 25 defense, guys. One of the best units in the entire country. They're so good situationally, and they understand the importance of getting leads early, making the offense predictable, having to throw in these...
Not much room, and it's blocked. Now they'll take it the other way.
Man, and you're probably thinking, who the heck has that guy? The block right up the middle. The guy comes right near the center, comes through the formation, gets his hands up and gets the block. Somebody definitely missed an assignment on that punt.
After that big play, they're trying to pay it off right on the goal line. Trying to slam in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Missouri! No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Purdue is getting whooped today, and at some point this comes down to preparation. Are you prepared to play? Clearly the answer today is a big fat no. They're trailing by 27 to USC. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. The Bearcats in a good spot here with second and short. Trying play action. Fires to the big fella. Still on his feet at the 45. Finally forced out of bounds. Maybe a step shy of midfield. They'll mark it at the 49. It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. Wants to throw on first down. Finds the tight end. Reads it. Oh, my goodness, he's still moving. Crosses the 35. Out of bounds there. Nice pickup on the play. Spotted at the 32. The Bearcats will line it up on first and 10. To the ground with the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up second and 3.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
The Bearcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Give to the running back. They knock him down at the 21. It's a pickup of 5 yards on the play and enough for a first down.
And that's a good second down run. commit to the running game, run the football. Great gain, great job by the offensive line. Keep it rolling.
The give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And after your defense just went out there and gave up a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not it. They were ready for that. Gonna have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Just when they're looking run, now up top. Under fire. It's complete on the right side. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. First and goal from the 9.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
And the Bearcats will try to put one on the board on first and goal. Wants to go up top. Oh, he makes the catch. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
And this offense shows they will be aggressive. On first and goal, they get the completion. Listen, games come down to executing in the red zone. This is a big spot.
Makes the grab. Touchdown, Cincinnati! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession.
Really nice job working the route and getting himself open. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now down 31-17. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down? Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to go up top on first down. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Terry. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold offense.
A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the third. Making side adjustments here. Back to pass on second down. Throws to the wideout. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. He's got an open man. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers are moving quickly down the field.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Running back searching for a hole. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him! And the pass is incomplete here on third down, but there is a flag. Let's check it out.
Hold on.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. So Missouri will have to punt it away. Oh, it's off the side of his foot. And that punt will sail out of bounds. Let's see where the officials spot it. The Bearcat offense ready to go back to work. Not the day they had hoped to have, but when you are a ranked team, you are going to get everyone's best shot. And now let's see if they can pull this one out.
Okay, ready? Get set, get set.
Fires to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space.
A good start by this offense. Something positive on the first play. The drive is good. Listen, the hill is large, right? Like this, we need 2 scores. We got to have 2 touchdowns to get back in this game. We got to be aggressive. We got to take shots, but obviously not put the football at risk.
Catch in the middle. It's Jones. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I think if you're the head coach at this point, you're telling your offense, it doesn't matter what's happened up to this point of the game. Obviously, things haven't gone our way, but we have a chance to execute in a 2-minute situation and give ourselves a chance to win. Let's go do it one play at a time.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. The play action fake. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his tight end. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
Well, the defense needs one more stop. They did a nice job not giving up a first down that last one, but with the lead late like this, one more stop, and they're going to win this game.
Big man has it. It's a first down and more. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 for the first down. And the Bearcats kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. That's caught. It's Jones. They've done a really good job creating the matchups they want out of the slot.
Yeah, dude, get that guy matched up on a linebacker. That guy matched up on a safety. Keep him away from the corners by putting him in the slot. Get him the football. Let him make plays.
That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
Driving his way all the way down to the 3-yard line.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Gets the back moving. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Simmons. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. And they'll come to the line trying to take a slice out of this lead on 3rd and goal. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. He is stopped short, and they'll turn it over on downs. Just a crushing blow at this point in the game. Missouri has the offense ready to go on the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after he lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. Nice pickup on the return, but more important, they got the takeaway, and now they're in business.
You know, could that be the play that changes the momentum now in this game? Remember, they're down, and it seems like the opponents got this game in hand, but because of that interception, could that be the play now that generates the momentum to give them a spark to maybe come back and steal this game?
And the Bearcats want to crank the tempo.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back.
A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. They spun that wheel of fortune on 4th down and come up bankrupt. The give and tick, 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 tick. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football.
Breaks into the open. It's runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now 3rd down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock, but the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
They'll run for it on 3rd and short. And they're able to get a 3rd down stop here. See if they go for it on 4th. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. He'll field the punt. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop.
We'll take over. 1st and 10.
This ain't no high school patty cake football.
Okay.
Leaves it with the back. Got room to work. He'll get it out to the 43-yard line. That's where they mark him out of bounds, and this offense is starting to do a little work. The Bearcats can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Caught in the backfield, it's Jones. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. The Bearcats really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. They'll try to get the first through the air. Complete to the right. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Quickly complete. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
second down.
Wants to go up top. Got his man. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. The Bearcats have it with a 1st and goal. From the gun. He wants it all. Just about picked off in the end zone, and that would have put a stop to this scoring threat. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. And it's grabbed for the late touchdown. And how about this? It's not over yet.
Yeah, and that's step 1. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
They were ready for the onside kick and executed perfectly, and they secure the football. Mizzou has it back in the offense coming out on the field. Guys, you want to be productive here and not go into a shell, but you've got to take care of the ball.
Yeah, and I think you say productive, Reese. Productive at this point in the game is running the clock and getting 1st down. So, Jesse, I can expect this defense to be aggressive, way up near the line of scrimmage, bringing a bunch of bodies, trying to stop the run.
And that's why it puts a lot of pressure on an offense, David, because you know if you do try to throw the football, it's probably man coverage, you're probably getting blitzed, it's going to be into a small window. It is not easy to execute in this situation of the game.
Looking to move the chains, they throw it complete to the left. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the 1st down. They've already gone for it a couple of times on 4th down, converted once. Looks as if they'll try a 3rd. Snuffs out this drive with a sack.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for you.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Anderson. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. And he's just going to spike it.
QB spikes the ball to stop the clock.
And the Bearcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. They'll move the tight end. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Jukes his way for more. He gets the job done on 3rd down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. He spikes it. Clock stops as they try to rally late.
The ball and the clock is stopped. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd down.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on 3rd down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the 4th quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Fires to the middle. This one's complete. Makes the grab and knock down, and he's got it at the 25-yard line. Last chance coming up. Snagged in the middle. It's Jones. The tackle is made, but he's got it 1st and goal from the 6. How much fun was that one? I mean, you just dream of having games like that every time you go into the booth. I'll watch those two teams play anytime.
Yeah, that's what's fun about good teams. Really good teams squaring off. Like, there wasn't a lot of difference between these two squads. We could watch these every week. Love calling these games because they're competitive. Great talent on the field. Palmer, unfortunately, somebody had to lose.
Yeah, and the higher-ranked team was ranked higher for a reason. At the end of the day, when it came down to it, they made the biggest plays in the most critical moments. Both of these teams have tremendous playmakers, and they're both going to make a lot of noise late in the college football season, but give the higher-ranked team tons of credit. They earned this one.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack.